The Dallas Cowboys are out there. Dan Quinn's the new defensive coordinator, don't you know? And we're supposed to believe that's enough to take 100 total yards of offense of the other team off the board. Okay, we'll see. That's enough to get more of a pass rush going. Okay, we'll see. Jalen Smith changes numbers, and apparently we were talking about maybe him not even being good enough to make this team because so many other players on defense have improved and more folks being added to the mix by draft and, of course, by the fact that they're returning from injury. And that's where we center around the Cowboys. What will Dak look like being back? CeeDee Lamb, everyone is expecting him to take a monster quantum leap forward. If all of those things turn out to the positive, Dallas can get to the Super Bowl. It is that simple. Can't wait to see it all play out starting tonight. The Washington football team's my team to beat in the division. They won it last year. I can't wait to see Ryan Fitzpatrick get his best shot. Pushing 40. This is his best shot. It's his team. There's nobody that's coming up looking to take his job from him. There's no young player to play unless there's Taylor Heineke. This is it. This is Ryan Fitzpatrick's spot, and Curtis Samuel and Terry McLaurin. They're lightning fast, and they got a run game, and they got a defense, and Chase Young, Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and a guy in Ron Rivera who knows how to put it all together. What a season for Washington football right in front of them. Can they pull it off against a team that, is a shrug emoji team of 2021? Who are the Giants? Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones. It's his time. Year 3. It's time for Daniel Jones to get out there and start winning some football games. Certainly if Saquon's healthy. They got the number 1 free agent wide receiver, Kenny Golladay, to sign on the dotted line. They got that kid Tony from Florida to catch some balls. And then if Evan Ingram can stay healthy and perform, Shepard, it's all about the offensive line. The defense has bought into what Joe Judge has been selling. Can the offensive line protect Jones? And can Jones protect himself and make some plays when he needs to? In Philadelphia, Nick Sirianni and the Eagles with Jalen Hurts, are they a team for Deshaun Watson in waiting? Or do they really believe let's Sirianni hooked up with Jalen Hurts and go? Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner. Can you be that size in the NFL and succeed? What will the Philadelphia Eagles look like? Nobody knows. But cannot wait to see that play out as well with a first-year head coach in Philadelphia. And good luck to you, sir, as you deal with all of those waters moving through this season. NFC North, Green Bay Packers. Oh. They say they're the hungriest they've ever been. The hungriest team that Davante Adams says he's ever been on. Adams and Rodgers apparently addressed the team, saying, this is it. Let's go. Is this the last ride, or could Rodgers actually enjoy it and the Packers front office actually see what they've got in Aaron Rodgers? I said those words into a microphone and just basically turn to Jordan Love and say, you're on the Jimmy G plan. Rodgers, you're on the Brady plan. Stick around. Could that be possible? Every single game, every single play call, every single audible, every single down will be tinged with that storyline. What will Rodgers do eventually, being informed with what he's doing at the moment? Meanwhile, who's got the best chance to dethrone them in the NFC North? It's got to be the Vikings, one would think. Maybe not. It's year 8 for Mike Zimmer. Year 4 for Kirk Cousins, who's 25, 21, and 1 in the 3 years prior. He makes money like he's Garrett Cole in a guaranteed contract. Can he build the plexiglass walls enough to stay on the field for 2 of the most talented young players in the league at their positions? Dalvin Cook at running back, Justin Jefferson at wide receiver. Defensively, Mike Zimmer, that's his bailiwick. Matriculate the ball down the field, stop the other team, don't turn it over, stay healthy, and the Vikings have a shot. The Bears, when are they going to start Justin Fields? That's it. What else do you need to know? When are they going to start Justin Fields? Sure, we could talk about the defense. Yeah, let's talk about the offense. They got Montgomery at running back, who had a terrific season last year. I mean, the over-under on Allen Robinson unfollowing all of the Bears' social accounts, and let's talk about it, is week 5. That's week 5. Maybe they start Justin Fields before all that. Because Dalton, if he doesn't win, the pressure's going to build and build and build. And then we'll see what the Bears look like with Justin Fields eventually. We're not going to see it in week 1. Then you got the Lions. We're biting kneecaps. We're hitting people in the mouth. We're cutting every kicker we got. We're trading for Jared Goff, and we're hiring Dan Campbell. Is that going to work? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But we're going to have fun watching it. Watching Dan Campbell on that sideline and his post-game press conferences and just being the former player turned head coach. He's got a little bit of that gritty, gutty mentality with a touch of the gym teacher. We'll see what happens in Detroit. In the NFC West, the deepest end of the pool, former Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford is here. That could be all the difference. All the difference in year 5 for Sean McVay, where perhaps the offense could be opened up in a way that we've never seen before. We're hearing that, but who's the running back? Because we saw Gurley when the offense was running in high octane with Goff. Who's the running back? Is it Sony Michel? Is it Henderson? Does it matter? Donald up front, Ramsey in the back, Les Snead finding all of these 25, 26, 27-year-olds that can ball out that you've never heard of, but you love them on your fantasy team on defense and special teams. And then you got the Niners with their fifth-year head coach, Kyle Shanahan. When's Lance going to get in there? Seems like it's Jimmy G to start, and then everybody's coming back nice and healthy. Bosa leading the charge with the We're Healthy Again brigade. And all of these players on offense, running back, wide receivers who slash and hit hard. And one of the best players in the league in Kittle. And one of the best offensive lines up front. Can San Francisco put it all together, avoid the injury bug, and get it going? And when does Lance get in? How does he get in? Can't wait for this to play out. Then you got the Arizona Cardinals with Cliff Kingsbury in year 3. Kyler Murray in year number 3. Here we go. What's this going to look like in Arizona with A.J. Green now added? Larry Fitzgerald gone, A.J. Green in. Patrick Peterson gone, J.J. Watt in. I don't want to play the same position, but we're talking about leaders in the locker room. By the way, Peterson's in Minnesota. We'll see how that plays out for his 2.0 of his career. Is Kingsbury on the hot seat? What's going on there? Because, again, this is the deepest end of the pool. I just told you about a lot of people thinking the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. The Niners could go back to the Super Bowl. And you've also got the Seattle Seahawks. Pete Carroll, year 13 for him. He's 176 and 112 in his previous 12 years in Seattle. Are they going to let Russ cook? Seems like Russ wants to be protected more. Every single snap will be born out of whose fault was that sack? Whose fault was that rush? That hurry, that quarterback hurry? Was it Russ holding on too long? Was it offensive line? Was it the play call? Bobby Wagner there. He's got a gold jacket coming. The Prez, Jamal Adams has been pizzade. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. What a deep end of this pool this is. Can Seattle get back to the Super Bowl? I can't wait to see the NFC West play out. And then we finish up with the NFC South. You've got the New Orleans Saints with the dean of NFC coaches, Sean Payton, in year 16. But starting the week 1 with the first time in New Orleans with a quarterback other than Drew Brees, and it's Jameis Winston. And who knows when can't guard Mike Thomas is going to come back. And Alvin Kamara, you better look both ways before crossing the street because you're going to get a lot of carries. You're going to be the center of this offense. Who's going to catch the ball when Mike Thomas is out? How does this defense look in New Orleans? Because as we all know, it's a defense-first team that's dressed in offensive clothing there in New Orleans. And Sean Payton's team is going to start on the road despite having a home game because of Hurricane Ida. It's going to be a rough stretch in the first month. We'll see how New Orleans negotiates it. If they negotiate it well, they can have a heck of a season few people expect. You've got the Atlanta Falcons with a first-year head coach and Arthur Smith, who decided to keep Matt Ryan and not go and draft a quarterback named Justin Fields or Mac Jones. They got Kyle Pitts. What will number 8 in your program look like for number 2 in your program? And Julio Jones gone. And is this defense up to speed? And what will Arthur Smith's offense look like in Atlanta? Can they be counted on for wins to potentially surprise and be a sleeper team in 2021? Just like the Panthers are a sleeper team. They are. They acquire Sam Darnold. Who the heck knows what he can look like in an NFL offense with weapons like Robbie Anderson? Hold on a minute. He did have Robbie Anderson in New York, and they let him walk too. DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey back healthy. It's year number 1 again for Sam Darnold. Can Carolina, with their young coaching staff, take that big step forward in year 2 there with Sam Darnold? And defensively, can they tighten the bolts because they've got the reigning Super Bowl champs in their division? Tom Brady, age 44, defending a Super Bowl for a 7th time. These are words that nobody's ever said before into a microphone, and not only meant it, but can actually rationally pose the question of, can Tom Brady repeat at age 44 to win his 8th? He's got every starter back on offense and defense. Last time that happened with the defending Super Bowl champ, the 78 Steelers. They're healthy coming in. They're 100% fully vaccinated. They got Bruce Arians cursing on this show every single time he's coming on, so he's got his swag. They've got rings that look like moons. They're going to raise a banner tonight, and the only team that can kind of stop them is themselves. Any injury bug or what have you, or belief that they've already won it again, which we know Brady's never going to allow. That's your preview going into the 2021 season. Right?
I just got goosebumps, man. That was awesome.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.